Yeah, wouldn't change colour properly. Turned out he had erectile dysfunction.
Damn, okay. All right, James, thanks so much for the joke. Next up, we got Wanderer.
Hey man,
What's up, man? You got a joke?
yo, yeah, I got a couple. Firstly, I've got a quick question. If you went camping and woke up with a condom hanging out your arse, would you tell anyone?
Yes.
Oh, fuck's sake, you better say no. Okay, second one. Um, Man and woman are alone in an elevator. The man says to the woman, "Excuse me, can I smell your pussy?" Offended, she says, "No, absolutely not." He says, "It must be your feet then, you smelly cunt."
Damn. All right, Wanderer. Appreciate the joke. Next up, we got this slot machine.
What?
What's going on?
You fucking bitch!
All right. Nothing there. Mari, you're up next.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What do you call a dog with no legs?
What?
I don't know. That's why I asked you.
All right, Mari. Appreciate it.
Guess who's
Caleb.
back? It's me, nigger.
Oh, we can't do that, dude. We cannot do that. Please, guys, respect the live rules. Damn. All right, next up we got Seizure Boy.
Hey, what's up, Fortnite? You live?
What's going on, man? You got a joke? All right, your Wi-Fi's really bad. We can't really hear anything. Guys, if you got a funny joke, just request to come up. I'm going in order. Every now and then I do take gifters, though. Kalen, what's going on?
How can girls stop rape?
Sorry?
How can girls stop rape?
How?
Just be quiet and take it like a good little slut.
Damn, bro, that's pretty wild. It's very wild. All right, next up we got Marco. That didn't load, so we'll go with this guy instead. Hey, what's up? All right, I don't know what that was, but next up we got TSMLL. Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man? Hey, what's the difference between Michael Phelps and Schmittler?
What?
Phelps will finish the race.
All right, TS, thanks so much. Guys, by the way, just letting you guys know, if you guys gifted in order to come up and tell a joke, please make sure that your viewer ranking is turned on, or else I won't be able to see that you gifted at all. So make sure the viewer ranking is turned on so that you will be bumped up to the top of the list. Next up, we got Luke.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? All right. A priest was out hiking on a hot summer's day when he heard someone crying in the distance. Concerned, he runs towards the noise and notices a small boy crying by the edge of a cliff. The priest asks the boy, "What's wrong? Why are you crying?" And the boy says, and he points to the bottom of the cliff, "Me and my parents were enjoying the view from this cliff when suddenly a huge swift of wind came over and blew my parents off the ledge." He says, "I've been sitting here for hours and I don't know my way back home." The priest ends up bending down, pats him on the back, and stands back up. The priest looks back at the path, pulls down his pants, and says to the boy, "Today's just not your day, huh?"
All right, Luke. Appreciate the joke, man. Thanks so much. Next up on the list, we got Double XL. What's going on, man?
Hey, So, did you hear about the house fire between the two gay dudes and the two lesbians?
No.
Yeah. The lesbians got out of their lickety split, but the gay dudes died. They was too busy pecking each other's shit.
All right. Pretty good right there. Hoping you guys enjoyed that one. Marco, you're up next.
Yeah, so I've actually got two jokes. What do you call an Indian electrician?
What?
A shuck.
All right.
And the next joke is, what do you call a white woman that goes to Africa for spiritual healing?
What?
A colonizer with a yoga mat.
All right, Marco. Next up, we got Hollow. Hey, what's going on, Hollow?
Ew.
You got a joke?
Yeah. Okay, so all the children went to Africa except for Mark because he's scared of the dark.
All right, guys, you got to be 18 plus, please. Next up, we got John Kelly. What's happening, John?
What's going on? What's the crack, man, with all these weird people dropping the N-word and shit, and also the or jokes are crazy.
Yeah,
But
man. It gets wild, dude.
it is crazy. But anyway, this is a shitty joke I told in college once, and I got no laughs, so I'll try it again here. How do you get a dog to stop humping your leg?
How?
You wank it off.
Absolutely, bro. Next up, we got Matthew.
How's it going, bud?
It's going good. You got a joke for us?
Yeah, I got two of them. How do they kill non-binary people?
How?
They slash them.
All
And
right.
Then the other one is, what did the dad say to Michael Jackson on the beach?
What?
Get out of my son.
Thanks a lot, Matthew. Come up anytime you want. Next up on the list, we got Philly. What's up, Philly?
Excuse me. Would you like to see my pet? His name is Herbert. I skinned him. The Gabbles, I never heard them, turned in disgust, forgetting they're about to kill someone.
Dude, I don't know what it is about that voice, but can't stop listening to it, man. All right, Josh, you're up next.
Yo, how's it going, man?
What's happening, Josh?
Yeah, nothing much, man. Just listening to my favorite band.
Who's that?
One Direction. They're on tour at the moment. Tickets are 20% off. But my daughter's got a One Direction advent calendar, actually. She's just scared. Every time she opens a window, she thinks Liam Payne's going to fall out of it.
All right, Josh. Next up, we got Big Mike. Loving all the jokes, by the way, guys. Thanks, everybody, for coming up and giving it your all. What's happening, Mike?
Yo, what's going on?
What's up, man? Can you speak louder into the mic, please? You got a joke for us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a joke. Guy walks into a bar, asks the bartender for a rum and coke. Bartender hands him an apple. He's like, what? I asked for a drink. I didn't ask for an apple. He says, take a bite. Takes a bite. He's like, wow, it tastes just like rum. He's like, turn it around. Turns it around. It's like, wow, it tastes just like Coke. This is the greatest. Another guy walks in. Says, yeah, let me get a vodka and orange juice. Hands him an apple. Guy looks at him and goes, why does he give me an apple? He says, Just try it, bro. This guy makes good drinks out of apples. Takes a bite of the front and says, wow, it tastes like vodka. Says, turn it around. He says, wow, it tastes like orange juice. He's like, wow, that's the best way to get hammered. Third guy comes in, two guys go, yo, tell this bartender what you want. He's going to give you an apple. It's going to taste great. He goes, an apple? He goes, yeah. He goes, you got an apple that tastes like pussy? Bartender hands him an apple. Takes a bite, spits out a bite. He goes, that tastes like shit. He said, turn it around.
All right, Big Mike, thanks so much. Yeah, we heard that yesterday a few times actually, but we got a lot of new viewers today probably, so they probably enjoyed that. What's happening, Seth?
Hey, what's up?
What's happening, man? You got a joke?
So I was hitting it from the back one time, and I reached around. Dude had a heart on him. Called him a fucking faggot nigger.
Aw, man, that was funny until he said the N-word, bro. The N-word took the smile right off my face, dude. All right, Nick M., you're up next. What's happening, Nick? You got a joke for us?
Hey, yeah. So there was this pregnant lady rushed to the hospital, right? About to give birth. Gets to the hospital, she's giving birth, passes out after she's done. Doctor comes back to the room about an hour later and says, I got good news and bad news. What do you want first? She says, give me the bad news. Doctor says, bad news is your baby's black. She says, oh, what's the good news? Doctor says, well, the good news is your baby's dead.
All right, Nick, thanks so much for the joke. All right, next up we got EJ.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going
Okay,
good, man. You got a
walks into
joke?
the bar. Yeah, a guy walks in the bar, he sits down, pulls a tiny man, a tiny piano, and a tiny bench. The tiny man walks up to the piano and starts playing Beethoven. The bartender's cleaning his glass, walks up. He's like, where'd you get that from? He's like, oh, there's a genie granting wishes outside. Before he finishes his sentence, another man barges outside, goes to the genie. He's like, yo, genie, you granting wishes? He's like, fuck yeah, I am. He's okay, cool. I want $1 million. He's like, done. Flicks his finger. $1 million ducks start flying from the sky. He's puzzled. He's like, what the heck? So he goes back in, goes to the guy with the tiny piano and tiny man. He's like, yo, man, that genie's deaf. Ask for $1 million. Give me $1 million ducks. He's like, yeah, you really think I wanted a 12-inch pianist?
Awesome, EJ. Thanks so much. Come up anytime. Cletus. I don't know how to pronounce your name, man, but you're up next.
That's all right. Good afternoon. So,
how's it going, man?
Pretty good. So, you know, people say storks deliver the good babies and ravens can deliver the bad babies. But there's a certain bird, I'm not sure, maybe you know what it is, that would bring no babies. You have any idea?
No.
A swallow. Have a good
Damn.
day.
All right, Cletus. J-Rock, you're up next.
How's it going, man?
It's going good, bro. You got a joke for us?
I'll give it my best. Okay, here it goes. Did you know that it is a sin for a woman to brew coffee for a man? Right there in the Bible clearly says he brews.
Damn. Okay, that's pretty good. I like that one. I'll probably use that in the future. Coach Tribe. Good dad joke right there. Coach Tribe, what's happening, man? You got a joke?
Yeah, do you know the difference, or do you know what a reverse exorcism is?
No.
It's where they take the kid out of the priest out of the kid.
All right, Coach. Appreciate the joke, man. Thanks so much. Next up on the list, we got Emmy Love.
Yo, hello. Can you hear me?
Hey, what's up? Yep. Emil, you got a joke? All right, we got nothing there, so gonna have to skip you. Next up, we got John the Carpenter.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for a few short but funny jokes?
Yep.
Okay. Did you hear about Ellen DeGeneres drowning?
No.
Apparently, she was found face down on Ricky Lake.
Damn.
And do you know how black women know they're pregnant?
How?
They pull out their tampon and all the cotton's been picked.
Yeah, okay, John.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Appreciate the joke. Next up, we got Stream Clips. What's happening, Stream?
Alright, I have two jokes.
Let's do it.
Alright, my first joke is my grandfather, he always told us that my generation always relies on technology to do things for us and live. So I pulled out his life support. I plugged out his life support. Ah, fuck.
All right, that's pretty good though, man. Oh, he ended up just leaving. All right. All right. Next up, we got Isaiah. What's happening, man? Let's see if it loads. What's happening, Isaiah? You got a joke for us?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go inside. It's cold. You come back in? No, I'm gonna take a shower. My butt hurts. Oh wait.
Come on, man. I've been seeing that guy comment like crazy. He really wanted to come up here and tell a joke, but I think he got distracted. Didn't realize he was up. Riley, what's happening?
How do you fit 13 Jews in a Volkswagen?
How?
You put 2 in the front, 3 in the back, and 3 in the middle, and the rest in the ashtray.
All right, man. Next up, we got Walker. What's happening, Walker?
Hey, so they say that 1 in every 5 of your neighbors could be a pedophile. They say that 1 in every 5 of your neighbors could be a pedophile, but thankfully I live next to a hot 12-year-old. So.
All right, Walker, we got to say PDF file, but next up we got Spide. Let's see. What's happening? You got a joke for us?
Yeah, why'd the chicken cross the road?
Why?
To crack a cold one with the boys.
Thanks so much. And if you guys are enjoying this live, please hit the follow button so that you get notified next time I go live. I do these Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Bad, you're up next. Alright, that's not loading up. I'm gonna have to skip you.
Yo.
Hey, what's going on? You got a joke?
Yeah, I got 2 jokes. Alright. The first one. Why do black people have nightmares?
Why?
Because you shot the last one who had the dream.
Damn, okay.
Second one. Alright. I bought my kid a trampoline. He just sat there ungrateful in his wheelchair. Follow.
Alright, MXT. Guys, please stop spamming in the comments, or else I'm gonna have to mute. Next up, we got Kevo.
All right, hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
What do you call a fish with no eyes?
What?
Fish. You get it?
Yep. Thanks a lot, Kevo. Appreciate it. Alright, I'm gonna have to mute this guy because he keeps saying me. Guys, please don't spam. I'm going in order, so please be patient. I will get to you. Every now and then I do take gifters, though. What's happening, Johnny? You got a joke for us?
Hey, what's going on?
What's happening, man? You got a joke?
Sure do. So the guy wakes up, tells his wife, pack up the kids, the dog, the lunch, we're going fishing. Wife says, hell no, I'm not going fishing. He tells her, you got 3 choices. You can go fishing, you can take it in the ass, or give me a blowjob. Well, she thought about it, she decided to give him a blowjob. So she's down on her knees and she's blowing him, and oh my God, she's like, your dick, it tastes like shit. He's like, yeah, the dog didn't want to go fishing either.
Awesome, MRI. Thanks so much. Next up, we got Amanda.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on? You got a joke for us?
Yeah. Why do the white pills always work?
Why?
No, why do... Wait. I'm sorry.
No. Why? Wait, what was it? Why are pills white? Why are pills white?
Why?
Because they work.
Because they work.
Awesome. That's pretty wild. Zoe Diggins, you're up next.
What's the difference between jam and marmalade?
What?
You can't marmalade your cock up my ass, but you can jam it.
Alright, good joke there. Thanks so much, guys, for the jokes. Next up, we got Emilo.
Now.
What's happening? Yep.
Alright, yeah, okay, the joke, alright, why are snails so slow?
Why?
Because they're carrying a house on their back.
Awesome. Thanks so much for the joke. And guys, if you're enjoying this live, please hit the follow button so that you get notified next time I go live. Again, I do these Monday to Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern, so stay tuned for those. EJ, what's happening? You got a joke?
Yeah, what's the difference between Jesus and a picture of Jesus?
What?
It only takes 1 nail to hang a picture.
Yep. And next up, we got Big Pumpkin.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yep. What in the world of background noise is that?
Oh, I'll shut off. I'm on my hands free. Hold on. Can you hear me better?
God damn, dude. Yep.
Okay. Uh, two gay guys waking up one morning, and they look at each other, and one says, "Oh man, I'm really horny right now. Let's get it on." And the guy says, "No, I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work." And so he says, "Well, how about just a quickie?" So the guy says, "Okay." So they start making love, and just before the guy says, he was almost ready to finish off. He says, I'm almost there, and he gets up, and he pulls out, and he runs to the dresser, and he pulls out a sandwich bag. The guy says, "What the fuck you doing now?" He says, "I'm packing your lunch."
All right, Big. Appreciate the joke, man. You could turn that generator right back on now. All right, next up, we got on the list Little Z.
Yo,
What's going on?
what's the difference between a fridge and my newborn child?
What?
The fridge doesn't scream and cry when I put my meat inside it.
All right, Little Z. Appreciate it. Thanks so much. Cletus, you're up next.
Hey, I'm back, y'all. I just have one more for you.
Let's hear it.
Does anyone know the real reason Hitler unalived himself?
Why?
Well, he got the gas bill in the mail.
Damn, okay. Next up on the list is Matthew Kelly. What's up, Matthew?
Well, what's the crack? All good?
Yep. You got a joke for us?
Did you hear about the two gay elephants?
No.
They pulled the trunks off each other.
All right. Matthew, appreciate it. Sometimes it takes me a second to really understand what is being said. Next up, we got Waddle Pro.
Yo,
What's going on, Waddle?
girls are like blackjack. I go for 21, but I get 14.
All right, man. That's pretty wild. Next up, we got Siuk. Guys, I can't pronounce names, so my apologies. What's going on? You got a joke?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So what do Mexicans traditionally do every year for Christmas? They
What?
break something. They break into the US.
Wow, all right. Appreciate the joke, man. Next up, we got what's going on, man? You got a joke? Man, this guy always doing something wild, something crazy. Next up is gonna be Nick M.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's your
Chat.
name? What can I call you for this joke?
2 for 1.
2 for 1. All right, so there's three midgets. They walk into a bar. One sits down. They're having a beer, and they realize, hey, I think I have the world's smallest hands. I'm going to go into Guinness and try to break this record. So his two midget friends follow, and they go to the Guinness Book of World Records. Next thing you know, he did. He had the world's smallest hands. So next midget goes in, and he goes, yeah, I think I have the world's smallest feet. I'm also going to go in for the record. So he does. He breaks the record. He's got the world's smallest feet. Third midget goes in. He says, I think I got the world's smallest penis. I'm going to go in and try to break that record. So he goes in, and he comes out, and he goes, who the fuck is 2 for 1?
All right, Nick, thanks so much for the joke. And Amanda, thank you so much for all the crowns that you sent.
Okay. What does the word gay stand for?
What?
Got AIDS yet? Question mark.
Damn, okay.
Damn.
All right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Yeah, Jacob, please stop spamming or else I'm going to have to mute you. Next up, we got Mr. Green.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, this one's called Little Red in the Hood. So, Little Red, Red Riding Hood. I'm sure everybody knows the story. Little Red, she's getting ready to go to her grandma's house, and as she's on her way, she pulls up her little red skirt, puts on her red hood, and gets ready to go out the door. But her mom goes, "Little Red, what you doing going out there looking like a hoochie like that? Don't you know that the big bad wolf's gonna pull you behind that bush and fuck the shit out of you?" She says, "Nah, I got that shotgun." She goes, running down the road, la 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 la, and the woodsman sees her walking down the road and goes, "Little Red, what are you doing looking like a hoochie like that? Don't you know the big bad wolf's gonna pull you behind that bush and fuck the shit out of you?" She says, "Nah, I got that shotgun." So she goes strolling back down the road, and then the big bad wolf comes out behind that bush, grabs her, and says, "Little Red, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of you." She says, "Nah, you gonna eat me like the book says."
All right, Green, thanks so much. Guys, please hit the follow button so that you get notified tomorrow when I go live again. All right. Cletus, thanks so much for the hand hearts.
All right, last one.
Yeah.
So you got a mirror, you got a beer bottle, and you got a condom. They're sitting at a table having a couple drinks, talking. Mirror says, "You know what, fellas, if you break me, it's 7 years bad luck." Beer bottle says, "Yeah, well, if you break me, it's 15 years bad luck." Condom says, "Y'all don't know anything. You break me, and it's a lifetime of bad luck." Y'all have a good night.
You too, man. Have a good night. Next up, we got Isaiah.
Hello?
Hey, what's up?
All right, I got a joke. What's the best thing about fucking 23-year-olds?
What?
There's 20 of them.
All right, Isaiah. Appreciate the joke. All right, guys. I'm going to call an end to this live stream. But if you guys did enjoy the live, please, guys, hit the follow button so that you get notified tomorrow when I go live again. It'll be 6 p.m. Eastern, so a little bit before this time. So, all right, guys. Take care. See you tomorrow. Have a good night. Later.